So the All Blacks and Fiji have both announced their lineups for their upcoming clash in the USA. It's going to be an awesome game. A lot of debuts for the All Blacks just around the corner. But this game taking place at 2:30 PM on Saturday. So for the first time in a wee while, we get a game of afternoon rugby. But looking through at the lineups, the All Blacks, like I said, they have quite a few debuts. Not many in the starting side. Instead, they have gone with experience. Number 1, Tamaiti Williams. Number 2, Asafa Moa. And number 3, Fletcher Null. Now, not a huge amount of experience between those three men, but a lot of power. Not many minutes coming for those three. None for Tamaiti Williams. So he will be happy to get himself a start here. In the locking duo will be Scott Barrett. And number 4, he is still the captain. And number 5, they have gone with Tupavai. They did end up leaving Patrick Tuipulotu in New Zealand, bringing Sam Derry as injury cover, and he will actually be making his way off the bench in this game. In the loose forward trio, it is number 6, Luke Jacobson, number 7, Ethan Blackadder, and then number 8, they have gone with Adi Savia Satiti. Some thought maybe he might have been in the starting side, but from the looks of this team, they still wanted some form of that experience, and Adi Savia certainly does give you that in the number 8 jersey. In the back line, it is number 9, Cortez Ratama, with number 10 being Damian McKenzie. It will be his 50th match for the All Blacks. Gets to start it alongside the young Chiefs halfback, Cortez Ratama. Came off the bench last week, seemed to bring a good impact. Hopefully, he can do the same up against the Fijians. Out on the left wing, it is Caleb Clark. We have not seen him throughout the 2 games up against the English. He was dealing with a rib injury. Last week, they had Mark Dallaire managed to score himself 2 tries up against England, but they've gone with Caleb Clark here. And at the moment, that battle for the number 11 jersey could be one that goes either way, heading into the Rugby Championship. At number 12, it is Anton Leonard-Brown, with number 13 being Billy Proctor, who will get himself their debut here. He has been playing extremely well for the Hurricanes. In fact, if you were to look through at the centres as a whole for the New Zealanders, 4 of them in total, these 2 were the ones who were in the best form heading throughout Super Rugby Pacific. Number 14, this is where they've gone with Sevu Reece. I feel like that was a little bit of a surprise for a lot of people, expecting to see Moni Narua get himself the chance in at the starting side, but he is off the bench. And someone who was off the bench in the last 2 games is now in the starting lineup at number 15, and that is Beauden Barrett. He had a real impact in that second test match up against England. He was a game changer. So now getting the start alongside McKenzie and Ratama. I think we will be expecting to see quite a fast-paced All Blacks backline throughout this matchup against Fiji. But looking through at the reserves for the All Blacks, and there are 5 debuts coming from these 8 players. Number 16, it is George Bell, the young Crusaders hooker. Did have a strong season for the Crusaders. Ball in hand, he is extremely dangerous, so it will be great to see him get that chance. Ethan de Groot at number 17, and then number 18, Basilio Tosi, who is also on debut. He plays for the Hurricanes in Super Rugby Pacific. Scored himself that last-minute golden point try up against the Reds. Brings some good physicality in the front row as well. It should match up well with Fiji. At number 19, it is Sam Derry. Number 20, Wallace Satiti, both men making their debuts. Like I said, Sam Derry, he was added into the side due to the injuries that Patrick Tuipulotu had been having lately. Wallace Satiti, he was a phenomenal workhorse for the Chiefs throughout the back end of Super Rugby Pacific, and I believe that is really what earned him the spot inside of this All Black squad. He's a dangerous ball runner. It's going to be awesome to see him out there on the field. Definitely, stylistically, I would say Fiji are his best matchup, where he'll really be able to shine. So I look forward to seeing him out there. Number 21, Noah Hotham. He is a player who was added in due to the injury of TJ Perenara, and now gets the chance for the All Blacks up against the Fijians. It will be a little bit of a trial for the man of whether or not he is up to the standard that the ABs want him to be heading into the Rugby Championship, but a great chance for him to show what he can do. Number 22, it is Geordie Barrett, and then number 23, to close out the side, the All Blacks have gone with Moni Narua. But now we look through at the Fijian starting lineup. This team, a nice mix of what they did have for the first game up against the Barbarians, and then also their second game where they got the victory over the Georgians. But in the front row, no changes from that game up against Georgia. Aroni Maui at number 1. Number 2, Tavita Ikanaveri. He had 44 metres carried in his last contest up against Georgia. He is a dangerous ball runner. The All Blacks will have to shut him down early. Number 3, they have once again giving it to Masaki Donge in the locking duo. This is also where they have no changes from that Georgian game. Number 4 is Soana Silasila, and number 5, Timo Mayanavavanua in the loose forward trio. Number 6, Lakima Tangi Valu. Number 7, Kitioni Salawa. And then number 8, Viliami Mata, a dangerous loose forward trio for the Fijians. A lot of power there. And something that the All Blacks were criticised for throughout their games up against the English was not bringing enough physicality into the breakdowns. With a trio like this, they will certainly have to bring it, or else those three could have a field day. Looking through at the backline, number 9, it is Frank Lamani, with number 10 being Isaiah Armstrong-Ravula. So they have gone with the combo that was working for the Fijian draw this year. Number 11, this is where we first get to see Semi Radradra. He didn't play up against the Barbarians. He did not play up against the Georgians, but he's been waiting patiently for his chance, and now is where he will get it. Maybe that is one of the reasons deep down why New Zealand went with Severis on that right wing. It might have made the most sense stylistically to have him matching up with Semi Radradra. In the centres, it is Inia Taboavau at number 12, and then the captain at number 13, Waisia Naiathalevu. Number 14, Gita Waininyolo. And then number 15, he did play 10 up against Georgia. He played 15 in the Barbarians game. And in this game, he is playing number 15 again. That is Vilimoni Botitu for the Fijians. But looking through at their bench, number 16, Zaril Tongiotama. Number 17, Hiriti Hitit. And then number 18, Samu Tawake. So he did not get the chance up against Georgia, but he has got a huge amount of ability. Later on in a contest, he will be up against Ethan de Groot, which I think will be an absolutely awesome battle. Number 19, Albert Tuisui, with number 20 being Ilya Thonakaivata. So probably the most unlucky to miss out for this game, Meli Dedialangi. He had some great stats throughout those first two contests. Ilya Thonakaivata, though, he's become a real super sub for the Fijians with what he's been able to do when he does come off the bench. And I don't think this game will be any different. Number 21, Simeone Kuravuli. Number 22, Caleb Muntz. And then number 23, close out this Fijian side, it is Sareli Mangwala. But that is the starting lineup and reserves for both the All Blacks and Fiji. Like I said, a 2:30 p.m. kickoff here in New Zealand. It's going to be an awesome one on Saturday. We are doing the commentary on the channel, so if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But we will also have a preview coming out a little bit closer to kickoff, where we break down these two sides and give our prediction for the contest as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Do let me know what you think of these lineups in the comments down below. For the All Blacks, the fact that they have got 6 debuts, do let me know which of those 6 players is the one you're looking forward to seeing the most in this contest. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.